A Fatal Silence. Detective K. Hunter Crime Thriller Series Book 14. Written by Rachel Amphlett. Narrated by Alison Campbell. Chapter 1. It was the morning after the night before when they found the mutilated body. The park was quiet at 7 o'clock, a stark contrast to the bright lights and pounding music that had filled the air until 6 hours ago. The 2 enormous stages that had been built over 2 days last week were silent, the U-shaped lighting rigs arcing above them darkened, and, mercifully, given the antics of the Australian band that had taken to the international stage and delivered a Friday night headlining act that was all over social media this morning, scrubbed clean of dried-up exploding foam and streams of toilet tissue. Now the soft chirrup of larks carried on the light summer breeze, at the far end of the undulating parkland, punctuated by the rhythmic tap-tap-tap of a woodpecker. A soft hue of pink and blue hugged the horizon, muting the harshest of the sun's rays for a few hours, and casting a soft dew across long grass that threatened to wither if the heat wave continued any longer than the weekend. Lilac and ghost-like white petals dotted the grass, with wild clover thriving alongside vetch and yarrow to create a heady scent that attracted a myriad of insects that happily buzzed amongst the foliage, despite the dive-bombing antics of swifts and chaffinches. Tall horse chestnut and beech trees cast dappled shadows across the old carriage paths that crisscrossed the undulating landscape of the old country estate, the bases of their sturdy trunks littered with empty beer cans. In the distance, over by the car park, a dozen or so uniformed police officers fresh out of training milled around one of the food wagons that was doing a brisk trade in strong coffee and bacon sandwiches, the aroma of Arabica beans and grease wafting over the slumbering festival-goers. A thin line of ragtag T-shirt-clad 20-somethings eyed them suspiciously from their position next to the opening of a drugs advisory charity's tent until their attention was taken by a young woman emerging, her slight frame enveloped into a reassuring hug by the nearest male before she was led away. The campsite next to the car park began as a sprawling rainbow of polyester tents in all different shapes and sizes that, after a few 100 meters, gave way to the more expensive.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?